One.
Hello.
Five.
We are back with some more show tunes, and I think we pick up in the pizza place. So what is the name of this pizza place, guys? What do you think? It's usually a thing I should come up with, but I'm lazy right now. Let's see.
Papa Pizzas. I don't know.
Papa Pizza.
Pizzeria name generator.
If that actually exists.
It totally does.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you guys go to the Funky Anchovy?
Don't say that on topic. Oh my god.
So this is the hippest pizza place in town, the Funky Anchovy. All the cool kids go there. And
Please
you guys
tell me there's like a disco theme to it.
No, because that's not what I want to sing.
It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be.
Can it be like pirate based? Like sea based? Since it's a Funky Anchovy?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so like it's like ocean based, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they have a bunch of special seafood pizza. Yeah. So you guys are there on a Thursday night, and you are doing math. How's that going?
I want to start a song.
To decide how that's going?
Yes.
All right, do it.
Roll plus that's musical. Emotion, right?
Unless you have a special move for it, it's roll plus musical.
I do not have a special move for
unless
that.
I had a special move, is why she rolled emotion. So.
Ooh!
There you
nice.
go. Nice. All right, so what's the name of the song?
The Fundamentals of Math.
The Fundamentals of Math. Emphasis on the fun part?
No, just...
The fundamentals of math.
The fundamentals of math.
No, I can't do that. The reason I named the fundamentals of math is because I already have the first chorus.
It's totally fine. The fundamentals of math.
The first verse, not first chorus.
Is this a solo, duet, dual, chorus?
Maybe chorus.
It could probably be a chorus.
Okay, yeah, so everybody's singing. And maybe some of the people at the pizzeria are going to join in and sing.
Yes.
Right? As happens in musicals. So what are the three tags, Sethary?
Jaunty.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, I don't know what the word is like, but like kind of like half between like a bar song and a tavern song and like something you'd hear on like a pirate ship.
Like an Irish pub?
Yeah, kind of like that. And the last tag.
So like pub song.
Yeah, this is the closest I can think. I have a tune in my head, and that'll make it make sense when I say it. And also it's kind of funny because like it's a pub song, but we're at a pizzeria.
Yeah.
So we have root beer.
Right.
There you go.
Of course.
A third tag. I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm not trying to roll for anything. I just want to start with a song because I have a song in my head.
Yeah.
Jaunty, pub song. And I can't use lively. That's just jaunty.
Nerdy.
Techno.
Nerdy. Sure, nerdy.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
So what does it sound like? Sing us the first verse of the song, Seth.
Let me say, I don't know if it's a verse or a chorus, but this is what I have in my head. Oh, addition, subtraction, and there's fractions, the fundamentals of math. Learn to discern them, the grades you will learn them. The math quiz you shall pass. I'll say that slower because that may have not been intelligible. It's addition, subtraction, and then there is fractions, the fundamentals of math. Learn to discern them, and the grades you will earn them. The math quiz you shall pass. But it goes like that.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. So what we get, right, is like we zoom in on the table where you guys are like chilling and like eating pizza and opening all your math books, and like Pablo looks at you and he says like, so this is the problem I'm having. I don't understand all of these different problems. It's like when I look at them, it just turns to gibberish in my head. I knew it when we were in class, but can you help me? And then we see Jimmy like get up on the table, right? We see Jimmy like get up on the table, and he just like, oh, and then he starts it, right? Like,
and I start explaining different math things and like fractions and stuff with pieces of pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I totally wrote lyrics for it, but they don't fit with your theme, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's okay.
Well, there can be a bridge.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, I feel like your lines would be different, right? So you're trying to like help him here, and then so we get this break from Blaze. Here, let me look at your moves. This might actually honestly trigger a move. Don't you have things about?
Actually, it might trigger a move technically for me too.
Oh, you don't have the move though. The move Dance Break. Whenever you're in a scene, there's a number going, and you interrupt the flow of the song.
Oh, I wish I'd
That's
taken
totally
that
what
now.
it was.
Because I really can't use Drive Them Onward.
Do you want to
now.
just change it?
If that's all right
Yeah,
with you.
totally fine. Nice one shot.
Sweet.
Would this technically be did I do that when you try and patch up a failure of your own or someone else's?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of which one triggers here first. Yeah, I think like you're singing Jimmy, and you're like going along and helping him with this, and he's like he's doing that thing where he's just like, oh yeah, I get it now, like, and like write something down right after you've explained something in jaunty verse, and then like so is this literally Blaze just like completely interrupting, or is this like a moment where like Jimmy like points to him and is like, and Blaze?
He
Or are you just like hogging the spotlight and Blaze is like trying to get in some advice and then he like has to interrupt you?
I don't know. I could see it going either way, to be
What
honest.
do you think, Blaze?
I totally think that it should be like he points to him, and he like just interrupts the flow of the song entirely, like, and take it.
Yeah, and then we start. Yeah, like someone. So what style are you trying to do here?
Like 80s ballad.
Yeah.
Like 80s rock ballad.
Yeah. So what you do, right? Like
an 80s power ballad.
Yeah. Jimmy points to you and says, "And Blaze." And then Blaze, you like stand there, and then the music cuts out, the spotlight falls on you, and you just like hold your fists into the air, like look up into the sky, and then suddenly we get like there's been like a jaunty piano player like in the background the whole time who's like an eye patch and like a hook hand, and he's like playing, right, and this is the guy who plays at the Funky Anchovy all the time, but right, like we get it where he like looks at you. And then he suddenly starts to like do 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 do.
What are you doing? This wasn't what I was singing.
And then yeah, Blaze, what does that look like?
Time in 30 minutes or less. We know how to do the math, so we don't need to guess. Take a slice and I'll revise so you won't be a sad mess. And please don't make a mess.
Anyway.
Okay, so go ahead and roll that move. Go ahead and roll Dance Break. Roll plus choreography.
Oh, man. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Come on. There it is.
Awesome.
No, wait. Do I... when I have it highlighted, it's just that...
You get an XP every time you roll it.
Okay.
Yep.
Do I get XP for that?
Yep.
Yay.
So, on a miss, your interruption is just awkward. You take -1 forward to your next roll. If you fail that next roll, exit stage left. So yeah, that's what happens, right? You do this, and then it goes exactly as Jimmy just did. He's like, "That's not what I was singing," and he just like takes back the song, right? And it goes back to being this.
I was thinking like that. I'm doing that. That's not what I was singing. Like while he's singing, like I'm in the background
Right.
saying like.
So how do you take it back then? How do you take the song back?
Anyway, first there is fractions, then they give you actions. Wait, what was it? They give you actions to add numbers that much smaller than 1. at the top and the bottom, and I don't know.
Oh man, I see where you're going, and I love it.
It was gonna end with, and then the whole problem is done, but I can't think of what the
Yeah.
third part is. So yeah, and I want to use that with my skill.
The top and the bottom are totally awesome. Before you know it, the problem is done. I don't know.
Sure. And I want to do with the did I do that?
Where you're trying to patch up his failure of a math.
Yeah. And so wait, what were my? Give me a second. I dropped stuff. Well, I gave Jaunty, Hub Song, and
Nerdy.
What was the third one? What did I say the third? Nerdy. So is that +3 to that then?
Yep.
And that is
You're totally
charisma.
going all towards it.
But yeah, choreography. Sorry, not charisma. Ooh, so that's 12
Wow.
then.
Yeah. Okay. 12. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So on a 10+, you miraculously fix whatever was broken before. So at the end of the song, so I mean, it's totally up to you if you want to end the song there, right? Like.
Well, it probably like goes on for a few more verses.
Sure, yeah, but so we see him, and it's like the shift in the song, right? Where like he's getting it now, and so I think he like starts like getting up with you, and like you guys are like doing like a kick line now, like it starts to go like and and you're doing the kick line, right? Like and then it starts to speed up again, and everybody's just like totally into it. Blaze, what are you doing during this part of the song?
Wait a second. I want to do my little failure with my choreography once more with feeling.
Perfect. So what does that move do?
Whenever you fail a roll plus choreography, you may roll plus emotion on the same move again and follow whatever the result is.
Indeed. So you're like, once more with feeling, let's try this again. And so in the middle of the kick line, you just like do it again, right? Like the spotlight just falls on you and you just start singing this ballad again. Go ahead and roll. Oh no.
I guess I exit stage left.
Yeah. So tell us what that looks like.
I think like he finishes off his little bit for one last time, and then everyone just stops singing and they're all looking at him, and exactly there's crickets and it's just quiet, and then
and the piano player just shakes his head.
Yes, everybody's just and so Blaze just like sighs and exits stage left.
And then we finish on our last note.
Yeah. Oh, fractions. Yeah.
So then, am I out of the scene now then? Yeah.
Yeah, so you leave. So you're like, it's just obvious that you don't know what you're talking about, and you're just like interrupting. You want like, the thing is like, Jimmy knows what he's talking about, and like all the other people see, especially Pablo, like you just want to like take credit for this like math advice, but like Jimmy's really the smart one here, and so yeah.
So how much experience do I get for this?
If you've actually sung a line, anyone who's sung a line in this gets +1 XP. And then if you've rolled any choreography, you also get a.
I did that, so I level up.
XP. Sweet. So you can take another move.
Which one?
Cool. So you do the last kick line, the last verse, and then the song ends. Question mark?
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, Pablo looks at you and he says, thanks so much, Jimmy. I didn't know what I was going to do, but that really helped.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
So, hey, if I was to ask Cordelia out, how would I go about doing it?
Probably by not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he looks at you, he's like, so, what do you mean?
Well, think of it kind of like this. Like, no. Oh, dang it. Think of it like this. You're a pizza. Cordelia is a pizza. You're pineapple. Now, some people like that to go together, and some people think it's evil.
And let me guess, you're one of the people who doesn't like pineapple on pizza.
Well, this is a problem. Like out of game, that's the only metaphor I could think of for a pizza parlor. But I actually really do like pineapple on pizza.
I mean, maybe your character doesn't.
I was like, well, and neither is she.
I see. So, you
Would
like
that
her
be-
then?
I don't know.
Like
At that
he's starting to
moment-
get like defensive, right? Like,
Hold on. At that
Uh-huh.
moment, can I send a text to Jimmy
Yeah.
and be like, SOS, call immediately.
So, like, one second. Hello.
Jimmy, where are you?
At the pizza place with Pablo.
Can I come over?
Sure. Come here. We got plenty of pizza left. Most of it's uneaten.
Pablo looks at you like, who are you talking to?
Yeah, and I just go, okay, I'll be there in just a second. I hang up the phone.
Well, the pizza's coming.
I think it's where we end the scene.
Is that a joke or is that just a?
I think that is a joke. Go ahead and roll that. Yeah, that was the last thing that happens in the scene.
Oh dang it! I clicked the wrong button. Give me a second.
Roll plus choreography. Okay, so choose one. You just want him not to be offended?
Wait, so I'll look at the wrong one. I don't know. I don't think he'd think that's funny. I kind of want him to be offended, but no one else would have heard the joke or anything like that. Fine, I guess I'll make it so he thinks it's funny.
Yeah, so it's like one of those things where he doesn't want to laugh, but he does like involuntarily, and then he like frowns at you for making a laugh.
And that's 1 XP, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that ends. So Blaze, where are you headed off to?
I think Blaze is just. See, I don't know what Blaze would be doing by himself. Let me think.
I mean, so this is the thing, right? Like, are you planning your like revenge?
I mean, yes. Okay, maybe. Okay. So Blaze is on his way to the barber shop to get a few supplies.
Of course, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, so the barber is just like closing up. So this is like a small town. So you see like Barber John like closing up for the day, and he puts like he's like locking up the shop, right? And he like looks at you, he's like, have you met John before?
Oh, I mean, of course. Who else would do my hair
It's
like
fair.
this?
It's fair. Yeah, so John is like this big burly guy who's bald, but he has like a bunch of tattoos. Big old guy. And yeah, he looks at you and he says, "Hey, Blaze, good to see you."
Yeah, Barber John. I've got a situation. See, I need I need the emergency supplies.
Oh, emergency supplies, you say? What's the emergency?
I see. There's this mop that needs a little trim. I'm talking shaving cream and the razors and
Now listen here, Blaze. I don't want no blood on my utensils.
I'm clean.
All right, I'm making sure that you're not gonna go stab someone with my scissors. This is a haircut, right?
Oh, it's a haircut. A haircut for the centuries.
All right. I like how you're talking. You just gonna send me pics?
Oh, there will be plenty of pics.
Perfect. All right. Well, I mean, so the thing is, like, yeah. I mean, I guess it's up to you. Like, I don't think there needs to be a song here necessarily. Like, how about you go ahead and roll meta for me, just to establish the fact that this barber will just give you his utensils. Because that's the thing you can do outside of a song.
This is not going to go my way.
Uh-huh.
Dang it.
Oh, hey, it went your way. Yeah, so that means you can just change or introduce a detail into the scene, right? So you can say he'll give me my barber.
Yeah, then he gives me all the barber supplies.
But with a twist, right? So
okay.
I think what that twist is he says, now remember, Blaze, you owe me. I need you to pay up by tomorrow. All right? Remember all that damage you did to my property? Now listen, I love you, but you're still going to have to pay up. I need it by tomorrow, or else I'm going to get the cops involved.
Oh.
I'll have the money tomorrow. You know I get paid.
All right. I trust you.
Have I ever let you down?
Well, you did when you broke all my property.
In August.
In August. We'll see when I see the bills. All right, I'm running along.
I've got like an Italian mob thing going
I know.
on.
I thought the voice
Like,
changed.
you sound like Tony.
Well, he's in his element. Yeah, he's in his
have
element
one
now.
I'm like,
I like to think there's like a barber mafia that goes on in this town, and like he's just entering his element now, and then the accent just comes on, right? Like
he was originally supposed to be like Jersey, like Jersey eventually goes to Italian, or something in between.
It's just Gianna Tony Caltrez coming out.
Yeah. So yeah. So you get your utensils, and then where are you going?
I think I'm going to go. See, I want. My thought is that I want Jimmy to think that I'm helping him with his hair.
Mm-hmm.
To get to have a better chance with ladies.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think of how to set that up.
Mm-hmm.
Whether he just goes like straight up goes to him and tries to talk Jimmy into it, or
well,
he's
yeah.
like, huh?
I was gonna say let's maybe see how this next scene plays out. Maybe you like head back to the pizzeria and you're like spying on this next scene, and then maybe that will give you some information that you'll need to
yes,
to
yeah.
do that.
So yeah, I head back to the pizzeria and do I need to roll stealth check or something?
I think what it probably is like if you want to like read a character or read a situation or whatever, right? Like you'll have to wait until a song starts, and you could technically start the song yourself. And then they just start also singing, and neither of you knows about the other. That's totally a thing, right? But yeah, like I think we'll maybe just start the scene when Cordelia gets there, and then see how it progresses from there. And maybe once a song starts, then you can like kind of gauge the situation and get your information. Cool. So I think we see Jimmy and Pablo, and I think Pablo is just kind of like awkwardly just sitting there, like kind of flipping mindlessly through his math book. He's not really about anything that's happening right now, but he also doesn't want to leave because he knows Cordelia's coming. So, yeah. So, Cordelia, you show up. Huh? How do you show up?
Oh, I'm bawling like a little baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like go straight up to their table, don't even acknowledge Pablo.
Yep.
And just like immediately like put my head down in like a dramatic fashion. Just go, he rejected me.
Oh no. I mean, trying to sound sincere, but like also like, oh no, I'm sorry. That's awful.
Jimmy, you could try to sound at least a little sincere for once.
And you know
do you
what?
have a move for that?
I just took it.
Yeah, boy.
Mm,
Because I seem to remember a certain comic relief move.
I'm just gonna say like, I'll say, oh, dang it. Cordelia, I'm sorry. I really am. You just, I know I thought you might get hurt, and it's just I hate to sound like I am not surprised. It's just, this isn't sounding sincere at all. It's like I'm sorry. I thought this would happen, but I really am sorry that you got hurt. And I cast heartwarming.
Well, first you have
oh.
to start singing. Because only your knee slapper move can be done outside of a number.
Oh, really?
Yep. When you tell a joke, even if you're not in a number, as long as if it says even if you're not in a number, then you can do the joke or do the move outside of a number. But,
okay, I'm so sorry. So I probably start singing a song then.
Yeah.
So I roll for emotion first.
Musical, but yeah.
Musical. Bleh, sorry.
It's all good.
You did it so many times with emotion.
Yeah.
It's just because I'm a romantic character, so I just do everything with
Everything with emotion.
7.
Cool. So, what is the name of this song, Seth?
I'm sorry, my friend.
I'm sorry, my friend. Very, very touching. And what is everybody's
I'm
vote
sorry,
for what?
my old friend.
Yeah. I am sorry, my old friend.
I'm here to comfort you again.
Yeah. Is that what this actually is?
Even though the football player's a butthead. I'm glad you came to me instead.
Perfect. Okay, so the name of the song is I'm sorry, my old friend.
I am sorry, my old friend.
Okay, so what's everybody's vote? Because he got a 7, so everybody gets to decide this. Is it a solo, duet, duel, or chorus?
You two pick first, so I can be more informed in my decision.
Do you guys want to be able to sing here?
I think Jordan should decide if it's a solo, duet, or chorus.
That's right, because he's creeping.
Because he's creeping.
Do you want it to be a chorus so that you can also roll moves? Because you're just like singing quietly outside of the restaurant, like.
You know what? Yeah, I want to say it's a duo, but it's a duo that he doesn't know about.
Oh my gosh! No. Okay, so it's a yeah. Okay, I'm trying to think if it's technically a duel. I think then there's not much difference, but it's a duel between you and Jimmy. And what it is she's saying to Cordelia, "I am sorry, my old friend," and you're saying, "I'm sorry, my old friend. I'm gonna cut your hair." Oh, that's so good.
That's awesome.
Okay, each of you make a tag for the song then.
Okay. What are those like?
With my scissors softly creeping.
Okay, my tag's parody. I'm just gonna say my tag is parody.
Right, parody, of course.
I don't know, like what tag?
You're it.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of the type of song it could be. I think this should be a pop song.
Right, so this is a pop version of this song.
I mean, the original version, well, no, it wasn't.
It's like folk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I still have my tag.
Oh, I thought you picked.
No, you didn't pick it. No.
Duet, a duel. Okay.
No, that was the type of song it is. Tagged it different.
So, it's parody pop.
I mean, sad would be an easy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does a parody pop version of that song even sound like?
I don't even know.
What is a pop version of a song called
like Weird Al Yankovic singing?
Yeah, it sounds like Weird Al Yankovic singing it as the pop song.
It's like with the accordion. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That would be polka though.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So I think like a pop version of this, right, is just like maybe a little bit lighter, and like with a piano, right? So it's like and guitar, like and then like some electronic stuff in the background, right, to make it sound a little bit lighter in tone.
You just changed the key from minor to major.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what that would sound like.
I can't think of it either.
I'm
totally gonna
sorry,
do that
my
after
old
this.
friend.
There are people who do that on YouTube. They'll like take songs that are in a minor key. and
Yeah,
put them
I
in
wonder
major
if
key,
anyone's
vice
done a
versa.
major key version of
Sound of silence.
Hello Darkness, my old friend.
It's Sound of Silence. It's
Sound
called
of
Sound of Silence.
Yeah.
Sound of
You
Silence.
are totally right.
Major key. Oh my gosh, does it exist?
Yep, Sound of Silence in G major.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, okay, I have to hear this because I have to get an idea of what this sounds like.
Yeah, me too.
That sounds creepy.
That sounds
does
so
not sound
creepy.
like
I think
G
someone
major.
just like ran it through a modulator and tried to make it.
Wait, what about this one? This one might
Yeah,
be a
that's
version of it.
I can't hear it.
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. These are so bad.
I will mention
I just had to make it pop, guys. I'm sorry.
These are
Maybe-
so bad. Like I don't know what these are.
Maybe it's
I
not
will-
pop in that it's happy. It's just pop that's more like.
This is just. Oh, this is just a band called Major Minor.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue what the frick this sounds
me
like in a
neither.
major key.
But yeah, basically we hear it in a major key. But for our purposes, we will continue to sing it in the minor key.
I mean, I gave my lyrics already.
Yeah. But yeah, right. So we get that beginning. So I mean, go ahead and roll your heartwarming move, right? Because that's what you're doing,
Mhm.
and we'll see how well it goes, right?
That's
This is the sound of comfort.
So that is emotion I'm rolling with, and that would be plus how much?
It depends on. I mean, you kind of just describe yourself doing parody and sad.
Mm-hmm.
So +2, yeah.
But with pop, like I don't even know how to sing that.
Right,
pop.
exactly. And so like you just can't get the bonus, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Wow,
Doesn't
you
matter.
got a 14.
Does not matter.
Yeah. So let's see.
So
Heartwarming. Go ahead and choose 2 from that list.
that third one on there is really weird. Increase your cast with the person you were sincere with by 1, and you inspire the person you were sincere with. They get +1 cast with you.
Yep. So each of you get +1 cast. You're inspired, Cordelia. But this is the thing, Seth. Because you didn't choose that last option, you show more of yourself than you meant to. What is what is the vulnerable thing that you reveal to Cordelia?
That I care that much.
Mm-hmm.
Care a little more than she thought originally.
Yeah. So you're starting to get some hints here. If you want
do-
to, Cordelia, you can roll or read a character to like interrogate this a little bit more.
Okay.
Right. So we see you like, and he's like being very sincere and like hug, like giving you a hug and like patting you on the back, just like trying to like help you out, and you're like crying on his shoulder. And then like you notice like the softness in his voice and how tender he is with you, and then you like look at him and you're like, wait a second. So yeah.
So what do I
You
roll?
roll blocking.
Okay. Oh my god. I think I have a -1 to blocking.
Please get a nat 20. Yes.
Cool.
Just to make sure I don't get experience with that one, do I? I'm pretty sure I don't.
Nope.
But I get experience though, right?
No, you didn't roll emotion or anything.
Oh, okay. So I only get experience when I roll. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to make sure of too.
Got it.
It's just
okay.
one specific stat. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, so you can ask one of these questions on the read a character list. So if you look at the base moves handout,
Oh,
one of those
okay.
lists, one of those questions.
Read a character. Read a character. Under the basic moves, read a character.
So you're asking this question to Seth.
I'm
Why?
asking this question to Seth.
Yeah. So like, what is your character's next move? What is your character really feeling? And then Seth will answer.
Okay. What is your character really feeling? Or what does your character want me to do? Actually, that's kind of a better one. So, like, how does this come across? Do I ask that, like, how do I ask that?
You're probably like singing, right? Maybe you're singing because this is the thing, right? You're interrogating him, not like, or you're like trying to pierce his vulnerability, not like actually maybe talking to him. So it probably comes across like you're like having a little solo here, right? And you're like singing, and like the spotlight falls on you, and like everything else goes dark, and like you're like, there's something strange. Or
what does it mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the tune, right? Like
Yeah.
I wonder what's inside his head.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I smile at him and he goes red.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with what's your character really feeling?
Is there something more between us? I've
only ever seen him as a friend.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I can't do it to the tune. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
So it's fine. It's fine.
What was the question?
What is your character? You're asking what does your character want me to do?
No,
I'm asking what is your character feeling?
Really feeling? Okay.
Okay, then I can answer it. I can answer it the way I wanted to originally, via Princess Bride. Wow.
Yeah, right. And so I think you're like, and you're like listening to him talk, Cordelia, and then we hear you saying, "He's speaking with the sound of crushes."
Or the sound of romance.
Yeah, the sound of romance.
Okay,
yeah,
so
you know now. You know that he's in love with you.
Oh crap.
Most women say that.
Oh, Sam.
I said it before George stole the punchline.
I'm sorry. I was
I'm
busy.
inspired.
You were inspired by his comfort, but and this is the thing, right? Like it's just you're not necessarily. It's totally up to you how you respond to this, but he's not saying anything to weird you out. He's just being a great friend, and you realize that he maybe is doing it because he loves you more deeply than that.
Maybe you're inspired because you don't feel like there's something wrong with you anymore because there's a guy that likes you.
It's up to her.
Yeah, I know. It's just a thought. I was throwing it out there. I'm throwing bones at a skeleton.
That's rude. It's racist.
I think I just go like, thank you, my old friend.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate your comfort. I feel much better. You've been a really good friend.
Yep. And we see that like flash to darkness and like the arrow to the heart again.
Do I have to roll for blocking to see that, or is that obvious enough?
I mean, she's obviously saying that you're a friend of her, but if you would like to like read her character and get into her thoughts more.
That's blocking, right?
Yeah.
Oh, frick, I have a -1 to blocking. Why not? Let's do it anyway.
Same thing. You can ask one question from the list.
Read
a character list.
Which one is it?
Read a character. In basic moves.
Oh, basic moves. Okay. Read the scene. Read a character.
Oh, that's where they are. Okay.
I probably asked the same question. What is your character really feeling?
Okay, so I have to like sing that.
No, I didn't sing
Like
it.
maybe like towards the side. I'm just like, wow, this is really awkward.
And it just like cuts the song, like
I
the
just go,
music just
like-
like stops for a second.
I came here to see my friend.
My friend, my friend.
friend.
Like, oh. Okay.
Because you truly are my friend. There's no good way that this could end. Please don't make this more weird.
This is exactly what I've always feared.
Yeah.
I don't mean to offend.
And my old friend.
Yeah. Oh, good stuff.
That was really good.
I still have to throw my bit into
And
it.
so Pablo's just like watching this unfold.
Yeah.
He's like,
Wow, this really is awkward.
Right after I called him pineapple.
he should end by saying, so, you like pineapple pizza?
That's great.
So the thing is, right, like I think we get this like awkward scene, and then we see Blaze outside. And then he's singing to himself. What is he singing?
You said something earlier. I don't remember what it was.
I am sorry, my old friend.
I'm so sorry, my old friend. It looks like you have some pretty bad split ends.
Looks like you have bad split ends. So I'm going to take these scissors and give you a haircut like a wizard.
No, like a lizard. I don't have hair.
Right.
And make you bald as a lizard.
Perfect.
In the sound of scissors.
And the sound of shearing.
So do you want to like, so you're like looking in the window and you see this like kind of going on, right? Is there a role that you want to make or thing you want to do?
Do I have to roll choreography for the because it's like a duel?
No, I mean it just depends on if you're doing a specific move. Let's see.
I could like
You could just burst in there and try to like force his like, try to force cut his hair. That would be rolling catalyst.
Because
that's the thing, right? Like Spitfires aren't for like long drawn out plans. They just kick in the door and guns
yeah,
blazing.
that's a good point. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use Catalyst, and I am gonna burst in there. So then I roll choreography.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll choreography.
Oh.
Oh, please fail. Please fail. Please fail. Aw.
Okay. Perfect.
Cool. So choose one from that list.
I choose. You may pull any characters of your choice on stage, or have any characters exit stage left.
Mm-hmm.
So both Blaze and
Cordelia?
Jimmy are going to exit stage left.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh, you want me to exit stage left
No.
with you?
No.
Wait,
Sorry, I said Cordelia.
That would be-
Blaze and Jimmy. Yeah, that would be interesting.
I was like, what?
Yeah. Blaze and Jimmy. So this is what
I
happened.
have to reject 3 men in one day,
After she got rejected by one.
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
That's so much rejection. Okay, so you what does this look like? You just get to do it. So
yeah. So
and you're
Blaze-
singing the whole time like this.
Yeah. So I think
Hello,
burst
Jimmy,
in,
my old
I
friend.
think. Hello, Jimmy, my old friend. We have
unfinished business to tend.
To attend.
we
Yes.
have some business to attend, or is it tend?
Either one works.
We have some business to attend. We've run into a hairy situation.
I have to ask what you. Oh, no. I'm not sure I follow your contemplation.
I'm not sure I like this situation.
There you go. That's better.
Simply follow out the door into the
Woods.
woods.
Not sure I should.
Not sure I should. Perfect.
I mean, it's not really what I was going to say, but that works too.
Yeah.
It is the sound.
Of revenge.
He says, under his breath, he says, "Oh, revenge."
Yeah,
And, like, out loud,
exactly.
he says, like, I think he says revenge under his breath, and then it's like, what does he say? Revent. We're going to revent you. And then he grabs him, and then they drags him out the door.
Yep. And you just get dragged out the door. So that's the moment where like the music is slowly like reaching its like last notes, and then Pablo looks over at you, Cordelia, and says, "Hey, do you like pineapple pizza?" Right, and that's. I don't know if you want to do anything, Cordelia.
I'm just like,
Yeah, you just dramatically stop because now your life is more complicated.
just like, Pablo.
Did you say buffalo?
Pablo.
No, Pablo.
Oh, I thought you said buffalo. I'm like,
I like Buffalo Ranch on my pizza.
Yeah, so I think I just like die like in my arms and just like lay down on the table again and just go, what's like so complicated? And then he asked that, and then he like asked that question, and I'm just like, what? And then we just cut.
Yeah. What? Da-dun! And then the music ends. Cool. So I think so the thing is, you probably will have to roll to actually like cut his hair. So I think
Right.
like that
No.
scene ends, but the music like keeps going, right? And we keep the song continues. It's like dun 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 dun, and you're like dragging him into the woods to like or wherever you're dragging him.
I don't think he'd actually drag him into the woods.
Yeah.
I think it would be like,
You drag him into the urban jungle.
into the high school locker room.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Yeah. So
That makes more sense.
Yeah. So Jimmy, you're being like dragged over
Maybe
there.
the woods are like key for maybe the woods are like code in this high school. Like when someone says we're going to the woods, they mean we're going to the
Going to the locker
locker
room.
because everyone gets
boy.
lost in there.
Right. Sure. So what does this look like? Are Jimmy? Are you trying to like stop, like being taken?
I'm trying
into
to like
this
get out of
place?
his grasp, probably.
Okay.
It's like once we're in the locker room or on the way there.
Yeah, I think
Like, you make
I
it
think
there.
you managed to get him to the locker room. Yeah.
Okay. So we get to the locker room, and I'm like, and I let him go, and I go, okay. I just saw that whole thing unfold, yeah, and I tried to help her, and I appreciate you comforting her that she needed that, but it didn't go so well for you. Question: do you actually like your hair?
That's not the question I thought you were gonna ask.
That's not what I thought you. I don't know why you wouldn't like my hair. It's unbelievable.
Roll
Yeah.
that joke move.
Oh God.
Go ahead and roll choreography. Yep.
Wait,
So you can choose to.
but add my XP real quick.
Oh yeah, I forgot to add my XP for that thing.
Do I want to start a song?
So well, it's
I don't know why I would. And
well,
we're kind of
I
still
think
in
the
the middle
song
of-
is still going. Yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone thought it was hilarious, and I take +1 cast with character.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So do you get one cast with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So you thought it was funny. Like, it was a funny joke.
You know, it's funny you say that, because, let me just cut to the chase.
Holding up the scissors.
Let me just cut to the chase, Souphead. Lots of scissors. Look, I can help you. Yep, I think part of your problem is the cereal bowl. No.
Double entendre, nice.
No girl likes Rice Krispies in her, I don't know, something.
Where are you going with that?
I don't know.
Maybe that's just what happens with Blaze. You just maybe girls are like Rice Krispies. That I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. The point is, your hair looks like crap, but I can fix it.
But what's your hair look like again? Remind me.
So it's kind of like spiked, kind of like flames or something. It's just like groups of it are sticking, like facing straight up, and there's like it's blonde, and there's like
classic anime hair.
The very tip of the hair is like dyed red.
Yeah.
I'll say like that's coming. You know, I'm not sure that means a lot coming from a guy who looks like whose hair looks like. Oh, sorry, no. You know, I'd be insulted by you saying my hair looks like a cereal bowl if yours didn't look like it was made of Doritos.
At least one is irresistible.
Yeah, and then there's you.
Hey, I'm the one with the scissors, and I'm 2 times your size.
Hey, don't get snippy with me.
Can I stab him? I'm kidding.
Do I get another joke roll for that, or is that too close to the last one?
Yeah, I think it's like. So I'm trying to think. I think the joke move is one that I'll need to like rethink in terms of like how it works exactly.
I would think that the whole joke roll probably would only work like once per scene.
Well, maybe once per scene is maybe
once
a good
like
idea.
Per or in between number.
Yeah. Once per number or in between. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
because
sense.
otherwise you can just tell jokes all day and then.
Oh, I could.
Yeah.
I could.
You're just literally gonna make the person who's trying to kill you laugh.
Yeah. You just keep bombarding him with funny jokes.
I mean, the jokes will laugh.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the thing. Yeah. Are you gonna like just like force cut his hair, or are you gonna try to convince him?
I'm gonna burst out into song.
Okay.
I think into a solo.
Okay. So the song has ended, and then we're starting a new one here.
Yeah. It
Okay.
can be like a solo that like of me trying to convince him.
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll musical. I'm sure it will go fantastically.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So what is the name of the song?
A little off the top.
Perfect. A little off the top. All right, this is a solo, you said?
Yep.
That's your vote, but because you get an 8, everybody else gets to vote. Solo?
Metal.
So this isn't tags. This is the type of song. So
Sorry.
solo, dual, duet, or chorus.
I think solo's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad for you, but yeah.
I'd probably go duet.
But you are all outvoted, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so each of you gets to make a tag.
Rock. Metal.
Metal. Okay.
That's literally what I was gonna say.
You could go further than that and say screamo.
Or you could say blues, well, or something.
Metal blues.
That's the thing.
Metal.
I'm sure it is.
Hardcore.
Hardcore metal. Okay.
Ska.
What?
Ska.
Oh, ska.
Okay, I didn't hear that
Hardcore ska metal. So there's just extraneous trumpets in the background. Okay, sounds good.
Not just trumpets.
I know.
More to
I
ska
know.
music than trumpets.
I
Oh, a lot
know,
more.
Seth. I listened to Five Iron Frenzy. I understand.
Yes.
Cool. So, how does this start, Jordan?
If you don't want your head to look like a dirty mop, just let Bobby Blaze take a little off the top.
Nice.
Perfect. And there's like intense electric guitar underneath that, and like a bunch of brass instruments. Yeah, with a ska rhythm. Somehow.
So it's basically it's just metal, like hardcore, like
Yeah.
super heavy metal with like a ska rhythm.
I mean, yeah, it's Engine of a Million Plots versus our newest album ever. So, just making Five Iron Frenzy references, but cool. So, are you trying to convince him?
To let me cut his hair.
Okay.
I
also,
want,
take 1
I want
XP
him
for
to be
saying
convinced
the line.
that I will do him well.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll emotion to convince him, to persuade.
This isn't gonna go well. Oh, well, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. In that case, on a 7 to 9, choose one. If they go along with you, they mark experience. If they refuse, erase one of their stat highlights for the remainder of the session.
How much longer is the session gonna go? That's the real question.
Now, here's the thing. I don't feel like experience is super enticing to him because
He has a
quite
whole bunch of it.
honestly, yeah. So I think the other, if he doesn't, then he'll have to take the.
Dang it! How much longer is this? The question is like, how much do I want that joke value?
So you're gonna tell him to you'll refute your erase one of his stat highlights.
Remind me real quick. What does the cast get into?
So we haven't gotten into the rules for that because no one's tried to hinder or help anyone. So basically that's what you roll when you are singing harmony or drowning out, which is you can get bonuses to other people's rolls or give minuses to other people's rolls.
I wanted to sing harmony on that whole song that I got kicked out of.
Well, you did a dance break instead.
Dang it. Do I refuse?
Are you convinced that he's just in it for his benefit?
I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't want to give up the stat, but I don't want to get my hair cut. The bowl cut is.
It's me. It's me.
Well, also, Caleb, this means beautiful in sign language, if I remember correctly.
Beautiful or pretty.
You know what? Just for the sake of making this story more interesting, I think I let you go ahead and cut the bowl cut.
Okay. Sweet. So
I can do something else later with it.
So what does that look like?
So
Awful.
he sits him down in a chair and he just he starts slow and he starts scissors and just cuts it off, and then he gets the
We just get electric guitar solo underneath it.
electric guitar solo with the electric razor.
Yeah.
And he does the electric razor, and then he gets the shaving cream and he's like, this is gonna feel a little weird and nice and cool. Probably gonna like it, and if you don't, well, too bad. And he puts it on and he shaves and makes this nice clean cut, and he's like, I'm gonna touch up those eyebrows while I'm at it because they're a little bushy, and I think I see a bird stuck in so he shaves off the eyebrows too.
Oh God.
So now I'm One Punch Man.
Yeah. So do you show him himself in the mirror?
Yeah, so after completely done, I turn around and I'm like, all right, voila!
Yeah, and then you just underneath this as you're looking at yourself. And yeah, you
Hair
are completely
today,
hairless.
done tomorrow.
Um, oh wait, do I have something I could do here? Dang it.
You get super serious.
I'm trying to think of something to do with this.
You could roll. Did I do that?
I'm contemplating doing that.
I'm not sure how you would do it, but
I have an idea. Wait, we're in the locker room?
yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna roll for musical.
Musical to do what?
Solo.
Okay, so you want to like change the song to a solo?
Yes.
That's you, yeah. Cool, yeah. I think that works. So is this the same song except you're just changing it, or is this a different song?
I don't know. I mean, we'll let them. Do I get to decide that? I guess my question.
Yeah, it's totally up to you. No problem with that.
I'd play probably a play on the same motif, but probably not the same genre.
Okay. So
If that makes it count as the same song, I don't know.
So this is so what are you leaning into?
Well, I am doing. Did I do that? Where I'm essentially trying to say, this is awful. Let me fix it. That's the idea behind the song.
Right.
But is that what you mean?
No, well, I'm thinking like, are you so you're just talking about changing the topic of the song rather than the.
Essentially, yeah. Like I like this is. I'm gonna change this. Legally, like I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change the type of song, keep the motif. Like yeah, like you did this thing, but I'm gonna do this
Metal,
thing.
hardcore, ska. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's probably the same song. It's just a different like part of the song. Yeah. So
Probably,
yeah.
Probably completely different genre, but whatever.
Mm-hmm. We play more into the ska maybe than the metal hardcore.
Maybe.
Sure. So what does that look like?
Well, do we need to know the like? That's what's like. Do I need to like do the tags?
Are you just doing a different? Okay, yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I was curious. Okay.
That's what I was like. That's what
Yep.
I was saying. It's probably different.
Got it. Okay. So what's the name of the song?
Wait. What was the name of yours? A little off the top.
Yeah.
So maybe a play off of that. Maybe a little
Top
bit.
notch?
We'll call it, huh?
Top notch.
Yeah, I'll go with top notch.
Top notch. Okay. And this is a solo for you, and then because you got a 9, everybody gets to make a tag.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
What genre are you
Regal.
thinking, Seth?
Honestly, I was thinking a Mary Poppins song.
Okay. Mary Poppins is a very valid tag.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, what were you saying?
Regal.
Regal, sure. I mean, Mary Poppins is nothing if not regal.
Regal, Mary Poppins. That is not where I thought this was.
I know, me neither.
Posh.
Posh.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Describe to us, Seth, how Jimmy sings the solo. I'm very looking forward to hearing your rendition.
So I hear you said you want to take a little off the top. But what rhymes with top?
Pop. Stop.
Hop.
But I see you. I hear you said you wanted to take a little off the top. But I think there was a place that you should really cut, where you really should have stopped.
Yeah.
While you think your skills with scissors may be quite top notch, I think there is a part where it kind of went to botch.
Okay.
Where it flopped.
Well, I would notch with botch. I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking on the top of my head.
Sure, it's something like that.
But what's
So I love how you're just like correcting him like a elderly British woman, just like
That was the
no.
idea. but with scissors and some time, I think this could be sublime. Let me see. So sit right back and let's see what I can do.
So you want to give him a haircut?
I want to fix my hair.
I mean, you are completely
You
bald,
have
my
no
friend.
hair.
I have hair on the ground that I can use.
Okay.
Just put a rabbit on, like, I think at some point he just says, put a rabbit on your head. It'll look like hair from a distance.
What? So essentially what I want to try and
This is
do,
so strange.
because the reason why I can't give him a haircut is I do that where I can patch up a failure.
Right. So that's what
Essentially, I'm
you're
trying
so
to, like-
you basically want to make a wig for yourself off of your
Yes.
clit hair.
Yes.
Okay. Well, go ahead and roll that move unless Jordan's trying to stop you.
Do I get all three of those for Mary Poppins, Regal, and Posh?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness.
Yep.
That's-
So you
well-
miraculously fix whatever was broken before. So the thing is, I actually don't think no matter what, Blaze would not be able to hinder you enough to stop the roll from succeeding. So I guess Jimmy just described to us how you somehow fix your hair.
I find some athletics tape,
Okay.
and with that, and the hair on the
I mean,
ground.
technically, I could do Catalyst, and if it worked, I could change one stat highlight.
What would that do?
Oh, no, never mind. That wouldn't. That
Yeah, that
would
wouldn't
be
be anything.
something else. No.
So yeah, I take some like athletics tape or something, or maybe found some like double stick tape or something like that, and I'm able to make a wig and put some eyebrows back on.
So I don't logically and realistically, I don't think there's any way to make actually a good looking wig.
The roll said I did. Though.
Okay, Caleb. In all fairness, I think I've got this.
Okay, please help
If
me.
he had double-sided tape, all he has to do is tape his head and tape where his eyebrows are, and take the hair and put it back however he wants.
I mean, I guess it's a quick temporary fix, maybe.
Oh boy. So I mean, I think probably what it must end up being is it ends up just where you happen to fall into some sort of fashion trend, some weird fashion trend that you didn't know about, and so when you go to the football game, you're gonna be have weird taped on eyebrows and stuff, and it's apparently just people will look on
just say that you found a bandana and put that on.
No, it said miraculous. I'm taking it.
No, so this is what it's gonna be. Okay, so I think this is what we see. All right, we see this whole song, right, where you're like some sort of freaking Mary Poppins of hair, and fixing your hairdo and taping it all back together. And what we get is we get a montage, and we see Cordelia at her house, watching this teen news channel, right, with all these celebrities or whatever. And one of the celebrities is this woman who went crazy and shaved off all of her hair, but then thought better of it and taped it all back on, and now it's just become a fashion trend where everyone just does this, and everyone's oh, she's so innovative, this is so postmodern, it just has so much hidden meaning, what is happening here? And so by accident, Jimmy will go to the football game tomorrow, and everyone will be oh, he's totally on top of this fashion trend.
So Cordelia's watching Britney Spears?
Yes. That's exactly what's happening. Yep.
Or Britney Shears?
Oh, wow.
Oh boy.
Oh, my jaw hurts from smiling too much. Oh.
It's a good reason to have your jaw hurt.
Yeah, seriously. So cool. I think the song ends.
Yeah.
I turn around, look in the mirror, I'm there, much better.
I look at him and I'm that's actually not bad.
So I think what happens is we quickly cut to the football game.
Cut.
Ugh.
Like the transition scene has to be like
It's like scissors going across the screen, like cutting it in half, and then that really cheap. It's like Ned Declassified style, like weird transition like that. Yeah. And then we see the big game, right? It's Friday night. It's the big game. We get a montage first of it's the big game, right? And then we see Pablo and some of the other anime kids, the manga kids, like walking towards like the football game, right? And they're like coming in to find their seats. And Pablo looks at one of his other friends, is like, "Oh yeah, man, totally aced that math test." And then they like continue on and go into the stands. And then we see you guys like wherever in the football stadium. So where are you guys?
So you guys just like cool with each other now? You totally like cut his hair and then he just put it back on.
It's totally up to you guys.
I think I got my revenge, and I appreciate his puns and his humor.
Yeah.
And I can go on being his friend, being like pun rivals. I mean, that's kind of what Seth and I are anyway.
Okay.
So, wait,
It's very strange, I know.
Do I need to shave my head, or does Seth need to shave his head?
I'm not shaving my head.
I'm going to shave my head at some point.
I just realized I leveled up again.
Nice.
Because I didn't realize is it plus forecast or just at forecast?
At forecast.
Okay. So I hit forecast with both.
Yeah, once it hits forecast, you go back to 0 and you.
So Seth, are you cool with that? With us like being buds but rivals?
Sure. That's
Cool.
what I'm supposed to be anyway.
There we go.
So what do we see? I mean, do we see you both together at the football game?
Yeah, I think we go to the football game together.
Sure. What does that look like?
I honestly think that we all three maybe go together. Yeah. And like
it's up to Cordelia, but yeah.
Huh?
Does that make sense, Cordelia? Or is it too
No.
awkward? Yeah.
No.
I think I come up with the anime club.
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
Or the Japanese culture club.
Are part of the anime club.
No, but I think you two are already there and I come up with the other people.
Okay,
Sure.
that works.
Yeah. So
And
what
I
does it look
think-
like when? Yeah. Go ahead, Jordan.
Oh, I was gonna say I totally think that like we totally have a manga and we're totally reading through through one.
Sure. What is the manga? Like what kind of manga is it? Like what was it?
For me, it's the romance manga that Cordelia tried to get me into.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And you guys are both like reading it and just getting into it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I think I'm looking around at my options of who I can sit next
Yeah.
to. And I'm just like, I sit next to Blaze.
Okay. Sure. So you sit next to Blaze. Jimmy, I think you realize that you did show too much of yourself, right? Like, and so it's awkward with you too. What do you like in this situation?
So like these two are on either side.
Mm-hmm. You're the third wheel, my friend.
I'm used to being the third wheel then.
Not really the third wheel if the two wheels aren't attached.
Yeah.
I mean, they could
You're
all
that
be like
awkward middle manager between the two friends that are having an awkward part of their relationship.
it's
Tell
it's like
tell Jimmy I'm not talking to him.
tread. Like one is like a tank tread and one is a wheel.
Mhm.
How about maybe? And then I'm just like
They can't decide what vehicle to be.
I think I would probably just sit there awkwardly like, she obviously doesn't want to sit next to me, so I screwed that up.
Yep.
So I think I just like awkwardly like turn to Blaze and like look at the book and just go, so how are you liking it?
I'm actually really enjoying it. I like the dynamic between the relationships in it. I like how the guy is, trying to go after the girl, and she seems a little off-put at first, but she seems to start warming up to him.
What
So
about
you're saying that I've taught you about love?
What?
I finally taught you what it means to love.
I mean, I love pizza.
You understand the ways of the heart.
The ways of, I mean, I know like there's arteries and then there's blood that flows in and out.
Never mind.
I turned to Blaze. What about the part with the mop? Thank you, Jordan, for getting that.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. I know.
I don't. So.
The
Captain
kissing
Mickey.
men.
Oh.
Mom.
I think that part could actually be written better.
Let's have a
I just
literary
want this
analysis
game.
of this manga.
I just really want this game to be over right now.
You still have to get pizza though.
So, I mean, this is the thing, right? Like, I think we see the game, right? And we get a montage of the game. Is there anything that anyone wants to do during the game before we have the last climactic?
I mean,
I think like maybe like during the halftime I would go up to
oh, dang it. I'm trying to think of a way that I can get experience, because I want like one more experience
Uh-huh.
just to level up.
You could just randomly take a risk, I guess.
Take a risk?
Well, yeah, so you could just start singing and, like, make something happen.
And make something happen?
So choreography is the thing that gets you that key, right? So you could either do any of your choreography moves, or you could just do the base move, which is take a risk, which can be kind of anything. Break a leg.
Well, I mean, all of my choreography move, or both of my choreography moves, kind of involve a number.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, yeah, that's a most of the moves.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. There might be a way to do Catalyst without.
Yeah, I think basically all of the moves, unless they specifically say otherwise, have to be done during a song.
I mean, for Catalyst, I just have to do something
Right. It's only if it gives you wording otherwise does it mean, like, you should assume that every move has to be done during a number unless it says otherwise.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I mean, unless you're just gonna like start randomly singing during the
Well,
the
I was
game.
totally thinking like I'm Spitfire, and I'm like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'll go
No.
team. So I'm like, I wanna sing like an anthem.
Oh,
for
so
this.
we wanna do the whole like
Yeah.
fire up the team song.
Yes.
Okay, sure, yeah, of course. Go ahead and roll musical. Let's get that started.
Awesome. So guys, what's the name of our team?
was the
Well,
name of
it's
the school?
Summerfield High. So the Dandelions? I
No.
don't know. What about just the Lions?
Sure.
Sure.
Summer Sockums? I don't know. Lions. I mean,
I guess it would probably would do some sort of alliteration, wouldn't they? The Summerfield Seals.
oh no, the Summerfield Lions. Well, no. What's the Summerfield Sabers?
Perfect. Yeah. Summerfield
Sabers as in sword?
No, as in like the
Oh,
saber-tooth
like
tigers.
Oh.
Or
Okay, that
maybe Sabretooth. Summerfield Sabretooth.
Yeah, Summerfield Sabertooths. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just like sabers. I think sabers is fine. I think we know what.
Yeah.
that works. Like everyone.
Summerfield
that's
Sabers
good.
has a ring to it.
Yeah, Summerfield Sabers.
So what is
Roll
the song?
musical?
Roll musical. Okay, cool. So what's the song called?
I like how nobody has failed to start a musical yet.
Well, I mean,
Thanks,
even if
man.
you don't, even if you do fail, it's not that the song doesn't start. It's just that I get complete control over what it is.
Oh, got
So.
it.
At least I think that's how it works. I don't remember it. This is my game. I don't know how I don't remember this.
This is our game. I think that's what it's. Or maybe.
Wildcats. No. Should it be we're all on this together?
Welcome to our field.
Welcome
No,
to our
no.
field.
Ooh, I like that.
Welcome. Well, yeah. Okay. We'll roll with that. Welcome to our field.
Prepare to get yourself killed.
What type of song is this? Everybody
Prepared.
votes.
I mean,
Is this a chorus, I would assume?
It makes sense.
Right? You want everybody singing? Or is this like a solo?
no. This is totally a chorus.
Yeah.
And
And then everybody makes one tag.
chant.
Chant? Oh, that's a good one.
Loud.
Loud. Perfect.
The only tag I could think of was drumline, but that doesn't really do anything for when you're singing it. You don't have background music.
March. No, or I don't know.
Yeah, March. Actually,
March.
that works.
Yeah, everybody's marching around. So I think
Staccato.
Staccato is a good one. Yeah.
I like that.
So I think what we see is the Summerfield High School band, come onto the field, right, and like
for halftime.
Thank you.
And that's the thing, right? Like we just hear like maybe the lone trumpet, right? Just go, and then the whole student section just starts going like on the bleachers. And then I think obviously what happens, right, is we see Blaze stand up.
Please don't sue us for copyright infringement.
Well, it's parody. Parody is totally safe.
Oh, okay.
It is. You can just parody anything basically. Yeah, fair use. I think we see Blaze like stand up in the midst of the crowd doing the beat, right? And he starts doing the you know, that bit. But what does this look like? What's Blaze trying to do?
I think.
So let's say actually that the team is losing, right? So the team's not doing very well. Like they're failing, and we even see Anthony like get frustrated, and, like take off his helmet, and, like throw it. Like we're all frustrated, and they're not doing well. Right? The other team's beating them.
I think he. Oh, dang it. Oh, okay, hold on. Who are we playing against? The Rats. Something like.
Yeah, the Riverville Rats. Because of course someone would name their team the Rats.
I mean,
no, it's totally fine. Yeah, you're playing against the Riverville Rats. Welcome to a field we're gonna show you up.
Hold on, I got it. Buddy, you're a saber So okay, I'm just gonna. Oh, no, I gotta sing it though.
You do gotta sing it, yeah.
Oh, hold on, I'm writing the second part of the. I've got the first lyric.
There's seriously a name generator for everything.
Yeah.
There's a pizzeria name generator, guys.
That's just weird. How often do you need to generate a name for a pizzeria?
I mean, apparently often enough to make a website for it. How many restaurants do you want to bet were named off of that generator?
Hopefully none.
Yeah, someone just like, we don't know what to name our restaurant. Let's just find a random name generator on the internet.
Oh gosh.
That would be great.
So our goal is to like have team spirit, right? To like cheer up our teams.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, I want to like totally like come in and be like, you can do it, Anthony.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it sounds like you're.
Okay, I've got it now.
Go ahead and do it.
Go ahead. I've got it written down.
Well, I mean, you're probably the one starting off this, but then Cordelia's gonna like come in and then try to help.
Okay, yeah. So I think he jumps up and like he starts stomping his feet with his hands as loud as he can, and the band comes out and they're playing, and he gets the whole the entire hometown to get doing this, and then he runs over to the edge of the stands and he points out to Anthony and goes, "Anthony!" to get him to look at him.
Yeah. He
and
looks
then
over.
He goes, Buddy, you're a saber-roaring loud player. Show these dirty rats where the trash... Show these dirty rats where the trash can is. You got muscles for days, so make those plays. Leave those sticky rats confused and dazed.
Oh, that's so good.
Nice.
All right, take an XP, my friend. Awesome. So, I mean, it sounds like you're
love
rolling Catalyst,
Yeah.
right? You want to introduce provocative change? Yeah, go ahead and roll choreography, my friend.
Okay, now I also leveled up with that, so...
Oh, are you gonna take, drive them onward?
I was totally thinking that. Yeah, I'm going to take Drive Them Onward. Because, I mean, it's just so fitting for this.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, go ahead and roll that choreography. See how well this goes.
Okay.
Cool. So I think just choose one option.
Well, he also had the tags. The tags give it
true.
any.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely at least did one of them. So I mean, feel free. Yeah, you got another +1, so that's a 10. So you can choose 3. No less.
So I get to choose to do 3 of these?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I totally forgot about the other things here. No one starts disliking you, otherwise someone does. You don't put yourself in a spot, otherwise you do. Technically, those would have happened at the last time you rolled this move, but oh well.
I mean, I don't know what I would do with the 3.
I mean, choosing those 2 is a good.
Which 2?
No one starts disliking you, and you don't put yourself in a spot.
Yeah.
Those are
So
good
no
options.
one starts disliking me, and I don't put myself in a spot, and I mean like everybody's basically on stage. No, I got it. I pull what was it, Barbara John?
Yeah. Okay.
I pull
Sure.
Barbara John on stage, and he starts singing it with me.
So he's just like sitting behind you this whole time, like I'm here to collect my money, and then you just hold
No, I
it.
mean, okay. I mean, it's like everyone else is technically on stage, right?
Yeah.
Like, because the other 2 are still here, and
Mm-hmm. Any other character? Yeah.
I mean, he's the only other character we have.
So I think what it is, right? The student section is into this, but basically what this does is Barbara John steps up, right, and he starts singing with you, and then all the parents in the crowd start like standing up, right? All the adults get into it as well, right? And everyone is just chanting and yelling and like, "You can do it!" Yeah. You know, Barbara John just like grabs some shaving cream, just like sprays it in the air.
Not sure how well that would help.
But then the thing, right, like in between, like as the rest of the people take the chorus, right, like everybody goes like, we will beat you, and then like Barbara John like taps you on the shoulder and
No,
says,
we will eat you.
and Barbara John taps you on the shoulder as everybody else is singing that, and he says, "You still owe me money, by the way."
And I go, yeah. And can I like slip something out of my back pocket and like just slip it over to him?
Well, you haven't done anything to get the money, so
Yeah,
you could roll meta to just say you had money on you. That could go horribly wrong.
Yeah, no, I won't do that. I'll just.
So just be like, I'll get it to you after the game.
Oh, it's not tomorrow yet, is it? Or is?
It is tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Tomorrow.
today
Yeah.
is tomorrow. Okay. I guess we roll meta to see if I had the money.
If it's any consolation, I have a feeling we're going to be ending the game soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, okay.
Oh no! Oh!
You really don't have the money.
Cool.
Oh no!
So,
Oh my god, is this gonna end with like? Oh my
so you know what happens in the middle of the song? Barbara John just drags you off stage, and we just like we don't see Blaze again. Something bad happens off stage, and who knows what we'll see if we'll see it in the epilogue. But basically, what happens, right? I think that they get inspired, right, to like win the game, and like we have the whole thing where the montage, like they win the game, and they're like all excited and stuff, and then we get the scene, right, where like everybody's going up to like the football players and like saying, yeah, great job, man, sort of a thing, right? And Anthony's there, like, you know, hugging people and like giving people high fives and all this stuff, right? And obviously, Cordelia comes up.
Oh god.
So what does this look like?
Oh my god. Okay.
Blaze just gotten beat up in a parking lot somewhere.
I'm sorry.
You know, he said he was get the cops involved, so maybe like he's out, and maybe he's like sitting out, like just outside the stadium with
That's
the
probably
cops.
what it is, yeah.
Like he's going to go to juvie or something. Yeah. Oh no.
Unless someone like maybe just comes along and is like, "Hey, I'll spot you the money."
I mean, Jimmy might, but yeah, I think we'll get the scene with Cordelia first.
Oh no. Oh god. Okay. Oh, this is not gonna go how I want it to go. I just know it. He's already rejected me, but I feel like I owe it to myself to declare my love to him.
Would you like to start singing?
Yes, I really would.
All right, go ahead and roll plus emotion.
Okay. Okay. Plus emotion. 14.
Oh my gosh. The very best you could possibly do.
Wow, and I get it for a role that I really don't really care about. Honestly.
I mean, you are just so passionately in love with him.
All right, what is the name of the song?
Kitty Love. And they call it Kitty Love.
I think it's a reprise.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So
if you'd like to
reprise. Obviously. And what kind of song is this?
I think it's just the same thing as the other one. What did I say? Like
duet.
Yes. Duet between the two.
Yeah, give him a chance to sing back. Cool. So what are the tags?
I think because the last one was what, like sad. Let's see here. What was
ballad, heartfelt, and slow.
I think this one's a bit more, not upbeat. That's not the right word. I think it's kind of this one is more fast paced because she's like really nervous.
Sure. Okay, so nervous. Nervous is a good one.
Nervous. What are some other good words? Nervous.
I want to say resilient, but that's not quite the word.
Intentional, kind of, sort of thing.
Resolute.
Determined.
Yeah.
Determined or resolute.
Nervously determined.
Yeah. And I would just say, like, I don't know, like, just.
I mean, love song is a
love song. Yeah.
It's a very valid tag. Cool. If you'd like to reprise. So, you start singing. So, I mean, frame the scene for us. Like, how does this happen? Do you just start singing to him as he's like standing there?
No, I think so you said he's like high-fiving a bunch of people and like whatnot. I think I go up to him and like give him a hug. Like,
okay, yeah. I mean, of course he hugs you back. Yeah, he's just like, oh, wasn't that great, Cordelia?
It was amazing.
I couldn't have done without you, all you fans. And for cheers.
Oh, this is just so awkward. Okay. And I just go, well, if you'd like to, we could make the night even better.
And the music starts playing underneath. What did you have in mind?
Which have in mind a lot of things.
True love.
Ring by spring.
Okay, so this is where I am gonna declare my love.
Alrighty.
Here we go. So I'm gonna declare my love in the song by what am I gonna say? Like if you'd like to, we could go out as
A couple.
like, yeah, but something more creative than that. I don't know. Okay, here. If you like to, we could go out tonight because I like you and I think you're really great.
Yeah, just like nervously singing the song. Yeah.
Can I roll emotion?
Yeah, I mean, roll plus emotion. You're declaring your love.
Oh crap!
Oh no!
Wait.
Well, so you played to the nervous tag, and to determined, honestly.
And
so
determined.
yes.
Okay.
So I mean, and a love song, but that's still only a 9, which is you're just the next category.
Okay, so yeah, I get the next category. So they only respond to your declaration if you pay a cost or make an ugly choice.
So let's see here. Oh, what should the cost be?
Her friendship with.
Well, so that's the thing. I think I think what it is he maybe we see like Jimmy like nearby, right? Like and he goes over and like he's high-fiving some of the football players too, right? Would that be something that Jimmy would do?
Probably, baby.
With his new hairdo.
Kick me signs on the back of him.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, so
What?
he's just messing with people. Yeah. So he's tying. He's taping "kick me" signs to the back of the football players.
Oh my god.
So I think what happens, right, is we see, Anthony look at you, and his eyes kind of soften, and he sings back, "I think I'd like to. Now that I think about it, I think I'd like to. There's just one thing I'd like to mention. Your friend over there, he's a nuisance. He's a scare. You'll have to get rid of him. You'll have to move on. If we're going to date, I'm trying to think of a...
He has to get gone.
Yeah, he has to get gone. He's a stain on my perfect
Doesn't
rep.
belong.
He's a stain on my what?
He's a stain on my perfect rep. As in reputation. And he's not saying this like meanly necessarily. He's just like matter of factly like.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you can go on a date with this guy, but you have to stop your friendship with Jimmy.
But I have to stop being friends with Jimmy.
Yep.
My best. Well, he thinks I'm his best friend. I don't know if I don't know.
I was wondering if that would come up.
I think I look at him. I think I look at Jimmy like doing like these immature like kick me.
Exactly,
signs.
right?
And I think I say oh gosh, you said
Stand on this
I'm
perfect
trying to
rep.
rhyme with you.
I can't think of anything rhymes with that either.
What was the last line?
I think I say like
He's a stain on my perfect rep.
Closest I can think is inept.
Or
yeah.
step.
Okay, so I think I go like
Maybe we should take a step.
I think I like think about it and I go like yes, I'd still like to because I think we're in step.
Yeah.
I'm ready to take that step.
I'm
Willing
ready
to
to take that step. Yeah, there you go. That's probably better. I'm ready to take that step.
Is it I'm ready or I'm willing? I'm willing to take that step.
I'm willing to take that step.
Yeah.
Because recently I feel like Jimmy's been rather adept. I don't know.
Inept.
Inept.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not the right word. I don't think. I don't even know what the word means.
Inept means basically like incompetent. But
No.
yeah, I'm not sure if that's the right word exactly.
No, that's not the right word. Has been really like what's
Prepped.
weird.
Kept is a word that you can use.
No, I'm not gonna try to rhyme this at this point. I'm just like,
You just sing something.
I just sing something to basically get a point the process that like, yeah, okay, I'm cool with that.
Cool. Maybe that's what happens, right? You start like singing these various lines, right? And you're like, I can't think of anything that rhymes with that. Yeah, that'd be cool. You just say it.
Because it says, I will do whatever it takes to be with him.
Yeah.
So goodbye, Jimmy.
So Jimmy, we see them walk away hand in hand, and you definitely just heard that be said. You just heard that line. How are you feeling right now?
His hair is unkept.
Oh, perfect.
My hair is ridiculous right now.
It's true.
Sorry, I have a verse, but I'm trying to think of part of it. I probably keep with the song. Dang it.
You're not part of this song. It was just a duet.
It's true.
Well, but I kind of reprise it, I guess, in the sense I keep the reprise going after you guys finish. Dang it.
If he wants to make a move, then I'll have to like start a different song. But yeah,
I'm not making a move. I'm just kind of
yeah, this is just you responding.
Wait, give me a second.
I used to like you.
No, that's not where I'm going with it. Okay. Wait, let me look up this word.
I'm honestly so happy that we're all like so into like finding the right word for these songs. It's so much fun.
I'm just glad I got the guy.
You know, I might be going to jail. So.
I mean, this is so weird because like you got your revenge, but then you became friends with him, and now you're going to jail. I lost all my friends for a boyfriend.
Yep.
But all
shows
my
you the
friends
kind
had
of
a crush
girl.
On me. So were they really my friends in the first place?
Yeah, they made it really awkward.
Mine was. It was like, I wonder how I feel about this. That's literally what it said.
He just made one mistake. He revealed too much of his heart.
Yes. So I think I go on saying, I don't like to be treated with such guile, but I don't mind it as long as it makes her smile.
Aww. Oh. Oh man, classic nice guy.
Oh.
Oh.
Nice guys finished last.
And now we see him treated like trash.
Yeah.
Have you heard that song by Ryan Higa?
I have.
Okay.
And maybe that's the last line we hear Pablo sing, right, as he witnesses everything that just happened. He says, "Nice guys finish last." Very somber.
I just wanted to end with something cheesy.
Yeah, I mean that sounds
like
exactly
pizza?
what your character would do.
What's up with pizza? That's pretty cheesy.
So the last thing we see is Blaze sitting in the parking lot with Barbara John, and John is sternly giving you a talking to and saying like, you're gonna have to learn, kid. You can't just keep going around causing a ruckus like this. Borrowing money you can't pay back. You're gonna have to learn the hard way.
I thought that like I destroyed his property or something by accident.
Yeah, and then so you owe him money for it.
Yeah.
And so he wasn't gonna press charges as long as you like like paid him back, but you haven't, and
Okay.
so yeah, he's gonna get the police involved.
Look, I've been trying to get a job, but apparently it's hard to get a job in a. I don't know. Is it this? You said this is a small town, right?
Yeah.
It's apparently hard to get a job in small town and not a lot of places to work.
That would make it hard to get a job.
Don't I know it? Everybody been going to Jenny recently to get their hair done. You think I don't feel it? The competition?
Well, do you need work? Do you need employees?
I think I'm gonna say like no, but if you want to, you could roll meta to decide that is the case.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what else am I gonna do, right?
Right. I mean, you could start a song and like convince him. You'd be better at that.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay.
So musical?
Yeah, roll plus musical.
Brack. Okay, so what happens?
So,
You decide everything that happens now.
well, so you name the song, but then you go wherever the music takes you. So what's the name of the song?
Um. Oh, it's totally like something like Bohemian Rhapsody, I think. I've got it. I'm trying to like.
I'm Just a Poor Boy.
Well, yeah.
I mean, seriously, that's like that's the exact situation you're in right now.
I mean, he's just a poor boy and nobody loves him because like nobody loves him.
I'm just a poor boy.
Um.
From a poor family.
Let me think. Italian Rhapsody.
Italian. That is so good. Yeah, so I think this is gonna be a chorus. And the tags are going to be sad, friendship, and let's see, and rock.
Yes. Okay. So then, can I roll Catalyst?
Yeah, so I mean, so what are you doing to spark the change exactly? What are you trying to change? What provocative thing are you doing? You're just sitting there like, I'm just a poor boy.
I am pleading with him and like I am cutting my own hair in an attempt to show him that I have what it takes.
That is so good, dude. That's exactly the sort of moves that the Catalyst is supposed to be. Perfect. Yeah. So you still have the stuff. So like, yeah, you just start cutting your own hair
Oh God.
in the parking lot. Do it. Roll choreography. Cool.
And then
Yeah. So you're just singing as you're snipping away. I'm just a poor boy.
and then I get to choose one.
Yep. And remember, if you don't choose, no one starts disliking you, or you don't put yourself in a spot. Those things happen. And the unspoken rule of this, right, is that like you're automatically going to do something provocative to introduce change into a situation. So something's going to change here no matter what. And if you succeed, I should probably honestly write like another addendum to this that says like on a hit, like you induce the change you meant to. and then these other options.
So, like, let's say if I say you don't put yourself in a spot, then someone does start disliking me.
Yeah. It probably won't be Barber John though, because you're aiming this at him.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it would be like someone that liked my hair how it was.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, I'll do that. I don't put myself in a spot, but someone starts disliking me.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, so we see you doing this haircut as you sing this, and I think what happens, right, once you've clipped all the hair, then we get to the headbang part. And with your new haircut, you're just like,
Yes,
like showing it off to Barber John.
So
right?
it's just like all the little points for all the like little fires on his head. He just cut off all of that, so it's just the blonde now.
Sure. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So you just like headbanging, and then like it finishes, right? And he looks at you. And he says, "Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters. But this." And he like puts a hand on your shoulder and he says, "Son, would you like to come work for me?
I would love to.
Yeah, you can pay back the property damage, but you put those barber skills to work and it'll be a wonder. We'll beat Jenny right. We'll take the rug right out from Jenny." And then I think what happens is, so I'm trying to think of, I think the rest of the Japanese Culture Club walks by, and they all like just are staring at you, like disgusted, like what is this? What is going on with his hair? And you can see that they like. I think we know, like,
Why
you're
would
not
you
going to
cut
be
your perfect anime hair?
exactly right. Exactly.
You know
It's
what
like you
would
were
be
literally an anime character and you did this to yourself. How dare
You know what would be
you?
worse is if I cut it and now it looks like a different anime character, one that they actually hate.
Yeah, they're like holding up a manga and they're like, "This is the villain. He's the villain now," right? Like, and they're like shunning you and like walking away. And you know you will not be welcome with the Japanese Culture Club again.
Well, at least not with. Well, I mean.
And then, like, I don't think maybe Cordelia's not gonna go back to it either because she's gonna end up hanging out with Anthony,
boyfriend.
Yeah, who doesn't really like manga. Yeah, so I think we see like you guys head off, and then, I mean, maybe that's just it. I don't know if there's anything else that really needs to happen, unless anyone else has a very last scene.
Nope.
Yeah, sounds like the end to me.
Cool. I mean, so it ends with like Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
It's a good song to end on.
Do 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 do. And then it says, "Anyway the puns blow." At the very end, this is the gong, and then it says the end. Anyway the puns go.
Wonderful life.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, there you go. That was Gamebound Show Tunes. Thank you for joining me in that exercise in absurdity. It was wonderful, and I loved it. Thank you very much. Yeah. So there you go. We are done with show tunes. So thank you very much for watching. We definitely had some people in chat hanging out and chatting it up. So thanks for that. And thanks you guys for playing. That was fun. Bye.